Hello Aries, welcome to your reading. This is going to be a reading for the sign of Aries, wherever that happens to fall in your chart, or if you're watching for an Aries, hello and welcome. I'm going to be pulling a theme for your reading. Let's see what we have here. These two cards flew out. We have the Page of Wands and the Four of Swords. The Page of Wands is really fun, exploratory energy, okay? Somebody who's seeking adventure, creativity, some freedom, somebody wanting some sort of change. But you also have the Four of Swords here, which is a card of rest, pause, contemplation, meditation, taking things nice and slow. I feel like you are being asked or guided to meditate or, stop and think about something before you commit to something. But I do feel like you are really fired up and excited about an idea. Maybe it's a business idea, a new friendship. Okay, the wands are really fun, passionate energy. And it's all about taking action, which you're Aries, so you're very action oriented. So I do feel like there is something you're wanting to change, or there's some sort of new adventure you want to go on. Okay, maybe that Four of Swords kind of just serves as a reminder to bring balance into the situation, to make sure you're taking this approach with grounded footing. Okay, show me what we have in Aries energy, please. We have the Page of Swords, so another page. Pages in tarot are really young, youthful energy, okay? It could be somebody who's young in age, or somebody who just has a very youthful energy to them, okay? It also could resemble you being new to something, okay? Maybe you're not young in the sense of something, but maybe you are, you're just new to it. You're more naive, you're not as experienced. The Page of Swords is somebody who is looking to discover new things. They are willing to try, they want to learn new things. It's very curious energy. So there definitely is some sort of either new beginning or new adventure you're going on or wanting. Okay, maybe you're trying to start a new creative project. You're learning about someone new. I'm looking at this full moon too in the background. We just had our full moon. I think either yesterday or today as I'm filming this. But yeah, this is some full moon energy here. Usually the new moons, we try new things, but I feel like oftentimes in my own experience, the full moon is when I feel guided to take action on things. Okay, you have the Eight of Swords, and at the bottom you have the King of Swords. Okay, maybe you have a lot of air placements, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, or you're around a lot of air signs. Fire and air are usually really complementary, but the Eight of Swords is talking about you kind of feeling stuck. This could be a mental entrapment, and usually it's our own doing. Sometimes we get in this analysis paralysis where we question ourselves, we doubt ourselves, we are too scared to make a decision or fearful of different outcomes or what ifs, what could happen, that we don't take the necessary action we need to take. Okay, but this is a mental entrapment. This is your own doing. You can actually get out of this. You're not stuck. Okay, it's an illusion. The ribbon over her eyes symbolizes using your intuition or needing to use your intuition when making a decision. And just like with this Four of Swords, the beginning for your theme, I feel like calming down, relaxing your nervous system, meditating when you go on this new adventure or when you're approaching this new thing is needed. The King of Swords here at the bottom. Ooh, that's funny. I just accidentally dropped the deck and this was what came out. The Emperor, which is Aries. Okay. And both male figures, which is the male energy, masculine energy, is taking action, right? The King of Swords is somebody who sits very stoically on the throne. They have a very clear mind. They see things very clearly. They're good with their boundaries. They're good with communication. They're pretty just direct, which I feel like you can be as an Aries. But he also makes decisions with logic, and he analyzes things rather than being guided to make decisions because of his emotions. Okay, so logic is really a really big thing in your reading here, a big theme. So if you're feeling like you're stuck in this analysis paralysis, remember, if you're feeling overwhelmed or anxious, you are not actually stuck. You can think your way out of this. You can there's always like logic behind it to back you up, okay, to get out of this sticky situation if you find yourself in one. We have the Six of Swords and the Ace of Cups coming out. Yeah, finding yourself out of a sticky situation. Six of Swords is all about making a transition. You're literally taking the clothes on your back, you're taking your beliefs, what's necessary, and you're going forward. You don't really know where it is that you're going, but you trust that wherever you're sailing to is going to have calmer waters than what you're currently going through. So I feel like you are being guided to make this change. Not only because you can feel it emotionally, but because like the signs are pointing towards it, okay? You're being led somewhere, like your intuition is leading you somewhere, okay? And the Ace of Cups coming out with it, I think is really beautiful, because I think when you have the courage to take that step, to try something new, to learn something new, whatever it is, okay? If it's like physical changes in your life, like a new job, or you're moving, or new friendships, or it's like mental things, you know, realizing that you can take matters into your own hand. You're bigger than what your anxieties tell you. Changing your beliefs, okay? Ace of Cups is about new opportunities, which I could sense this newness coming in, okay? And it's overflowing, okay? Love, abundance, creativity, you name it, okay? The Ace of Cups is plentiful. So if you are seeking, you know, new friendship, if you're seeking a better paying job, if you're seeking, you know, more time for your creativity, whatever it is, the Ace of Cups provides that. Okay, I'm going to pull a couple cards from this deck, and then I will pull a Moonology card for you to close out your reading. But we have, yeah, we have the Four of Pentacles, and we also have the Knight of Cups. The Four of Pentacles is, you know, like steady foundational energy, but there is a little bit of fear. There's a little bit of lack mindset here. You know, your mind could be telling you, oh, I'm comfortable with where I'm at. I don't need to change anything. You know, I'm very comfortable. It is what it is. This is good enough. That's not good enough, right? The Four of Pentacles is afraid to let go of these pentacles, because what if you never get more? What if you can't, you know, do better than this? What if this person is the best you're ever going to get in your friendships and your relationships? What if you don't deserve more? It's that thought process that keeps you stuck, right? Okay, but the Knight of Cups here, I feel like, is saying, let's move past that, okay? You're leading this horse to water. The Knight of Cups, he's taking his ideas, you know, his dreams in this cup here, and he's leading it. He's walking, going on this journey until he finds water so he can plant these seeds and these ideas, okay? He's like, I feel like this is like a romantic dreamer, you know, whoever I'm connecting with. Like, you believe there is better for you, okay? Whether it's, you know, relationships or job or whatever, okay? You know that there's better for you. You deserve better, and you're wanting and seeking more, okay? And, you know, these things might have, you know, worked out for a long time, but it's okay to want more. It's okay to aspire to change. It's okay to want to have different, okay? I want to pull oh my gosh, I can't speak. I want to pull some Moonology cards for you, especially just because we are having this full moon as well. For Aries, please. Believe in the impossible with the blue moon. And then we also have these cards fly over here. You are very close to achieving your goal. A win-win outcome is forecast with the full moon in Libra. And your dreams need a practical plan with the full moon in Taurus. Okay? Like steady steps, okay? Creating a plan for this. It's good that you have this idea, that you're sensing this change, that you're wanting to learn and do things differently. This is all good, but we need to have like a steady step. We need to have that grounded energy to get us there, right? Okay, but a win-win outcome is forecast. You're very close to achieving your goals. Believe in the impossible. You can do it. You deserve more. You're worthy of more. You can do whatever you put your mind to, Aries, okay? This is where I'm going to leave your reading. Feel free to like, share, follow. I'd love to have you here. Thank you for watching.